It's the Josh Reese Show coming to you live here from Toyota Center following the Houston Rockets draft. Not a whole lot of action, but there are some nuggets that we need to talk about. And before we talk about them, guys, I want to tell you to follow my friends over at Countryside Massage here in Conroe, Texas. I linked them below. Please give them a follow on Facebook and let them know that good old Josh sent you by. But let's dig on into it. Rockets, of course, with the trade with Corey Brewer on over the Lakers and getting back Lou Williams, they did not have a first-round pick. But Daryl Morey did say in his post-draft press conference, that they did have a couple deals that could have landed them a first-round pick, but they ended up falling through. Of course, no trade was made. You kind of wonder if maybe the Utah Jazz, which were floating out there for Patrick Beverley, maybe if that was a potential deal that Morey could have pulled the trigger on but did not work, or maybe the Jazz didn't want it. Who knows? But I'm sure there are a lot of different deals. As we have seen the past couple days, this has been the wheeling and dealing kind of season here, and I'm sure there were tons of deals that were flown about, but ultimately they did not pull the trigger on one, and they ended up sticking with their 43rd and 45th picks overall. The Rockets did take, I'm going to pronounce his name, Isaiah Hartenstein from Germany with the 43rd pick, and the 45th pick they took Dylan Brooks, I believe was his name. I tried not to remember because he just ended up getting shipped on over to the Grizzlies. Now, Daryl Morey did explain it that the Grizzlies will be sending their lowest second-round pick next year to the Rockets as part of that trade. Grizzlies have 3 picks next year, so the lowest pick will be the Rockets as part of their asset accumulation to maybe potentially land something else. Who knows? But that's for next year. And ultimately, in this draft alone, the Rockets ended up just with Isaiah Hartenstein. And when you look at Isaiah Hartenstein and you look at some of his comps, it's kind of hard not to picture Demo. Hartenstein, 7'1", lefty, Lithuanian, center. Can shoot threes, can pass the ball. Screams Demo. But, of course, Daryl Morey, when he was asked about it today, did not mention that because Demo's under a contract with another team, so he can't really talk about Demo, blah, 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 blah. But when I brought it up to Isaiah Hartenstein when he talked to the media following his draft, following getting drafted, he kind of mentioned that he didn't really see Demo as part of his comps. He mentioned he was a mix of Anthony Davis, Draymond Green, and if those two weren't enough, he also mentioned with his outlet passes, he kind of sees himself as a little bit of a Kevin Love. That's a whole lot to live up to. Daryl Morey did mention that he liked his confidence, and when you're comparing yourself to those 3 guys, you better be pretty fucking confident. So we'll see what Hartenstein can do. Morey mentioned that he is going to play in the summer league for the Houston Rockets, but then he will be shipped on over and stashed in Europe for a year. Maybe he'll come over next year. One of the nuggets that Morey did mention is, I want to get the quote exactly right. This was a quote from Daryl Morey. Some of the guys we drafted in the past are going to be here this year. And that has the Twitter sphere woken up and going bananas because it has all types of rumors flooding around who could be on the Rockets next year that the Rockets have stashed in years past. Alessandro Gentile is one guy that's been mentioned. Sergio Yul is another guy that's been long rumored to be a Houston Rocket. I have a story on thedreamshake.com with Pablo Prigioni saying that Lou Yul should be a Houston Rocket. It was written last year, and Yul did nothing but go out and have his best season to date for his Spanish League team. So maybe this will be finally the year. Who knows? Doubtful. It doesn't seem like he ever wants to come over. Even though he should be here, doesn't seem like he ever will be. But also you have Yao Chi, who has been working out with a lot of the Rockets this offseason already. He could be someone that I doubt would ever see any role playing time with the Houston Rockets this year, but someone they could sign and have on the D-League playing some D-League minutes and trying to develop that way. But those are just some of the names that are floating about the Twitter sphere as guys that could be eventually here, finally, for the Houston Rockets. They've been stashed. It's time to come on over. So we'll see if that does come through fruition. But that's pretty much all the Rockets have here tonight. Maury mentioned, I think another quote that has the Twitter sphere kind of percolating is that nothing is imminent, but maybe. So it seems like some of the deals that are out there are still on the table, and of course, nothing was pulled the trigger. No one pulled the trigger on any deals tonight at the draft, other than Jimmy Butler going to the Timberwolves. That's a stunner all on its own. But Paul George is still staying put, along with a host of other guys that have been rumored to be moving along. So we'll see if anything comes out in the next couple days. But as of now, all's quiet on the home front. I will say, as I wrap this up, that it did seem that if you can read between the lines at all, it did seem that Maury was optimistic that something would eventually happen for the Houston Rockets, a big deal. So we'll see if anything comes out. But as we all know, Daryl Morey swings for the fences. Sometimes he hits home runs. Oftentimes it's a single or double. But we'll see if he can pull a home run out of his bag of tricks this year. And that's all I got. Guys, I'm going to sign on off. My name is Josh Reese. I appreciate you for listening to and finding the Josh Reese Show. If you enjoyed this video, I got 6 things for you to do. First of all, feel free to like, feel free to share, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and comment. Let me know who you think could be coming over this year that Maury kind of alluded to. Someone that they signed from years past could be coming over this year. Let me know who you think that is. Also, if you do not follow me on Twitter already, please follow me on Twitter at Mr. Joshua. And lastly, please follow my friends over at Countryside Massage here in Conroe, Texas. Guys, I'm going to bounce on out of here. I appreciate you guys for watching, and we will talk to you later.